Good morning, everyone. So we are back again with another gun review for you this week, and a little bit different today. We have come out to Brandon Wood and we're going to go round and shoot their sporting layout. So, unfortunately, I have bought one of those bloody horrible Blasers again. This week I've got an F16. I bought it into the shop just recently. It is a 2022 proof gun. It is a 30-inch multi-choke, 3-inch chambered grade 4 sporter. Comes with a 14 and 7-inch stock, and with the barrel weights that come with it, which are an extra, it comes in at just over £8 at £8 2 ounce, and it balances absolutely beautifully. You all know how I feel about these. I cannot get my head over the shape of the action. They are just so slap-sided and plain. I appreciate it is a tool designed to take some stick, and they do that, and they do it really, really well. I'm not going to say I changed my mind after shooting the last one, but it did shoot really nicely, and I presume that this one is more than likely going to do the same. So, I'm going to grab myself a bacon sandwich, and I'm going to go out and blast some place. I think that's doable, you know.
Maybe.
Maybe on the last pair.
Last pair. Shall I have a look at the second one again?
Yeah, go on. Pull. Pull.
Didn't even move the gun on the first one.
I was lazy. That was just spot shooting. So we're on to stand 4 already, and one of the really, really nice things about coming here is they have got a number of driven targets. So we've got a pair of driven on here as well as driven on stand 2. It's a really, really nice thing that they do here. That's why I quite enjoy coming here, because it's not many places that you get a good driven target now. Pull. Oh, in front of it. It is really one of those guns that I don't want to like. We all know that I'm not a big Blaser fan at all, but so far I cannot fault it. The only thing is, for being so well balanced without the shot cam, it just feels so incredibly numb, a bit like the Browning did the other week. Can't seem to put my finger on it. Obviously it has got the barrel weights in the front which make it balance perfectly, but there's just no excitement. It's a bit bland, it's a bit boring. I don't know if it's in my head or what, or just how it looks. It shoots beautifully. It patterns incredibly well, as you've seen, with the Teague Chokes just smashing everything, but there's just no excitement. Just can't get excited about it.
So it is in pairs?
Is it pairs? Come on, Trev.
Don't believe me.
Pull. Pull.
This gun's so shit.
I hate Blasers.
I hate loopers and shooting it with a Blaser.
That does count, I broke that. So 8th and final sand today. It's really difficult. I've really not wanted to like it, but I do. It shoots well, it handles well, it patterns well. I just can't get over how darn ugly they are. The trigger pulls on this one are a touch too light for me. It's gone off a couple of times when I've just sort of been at the start of my shot. So the trigger pulls are a little bit too light for my liking. I love the palm swell. It's not too high in the stock. And I think without the shot cam on, it would shoot absolutely beautifully. So let's get into this last one and we'll go have a chat about it in the shop. Pull. So let's go over the specs again really, really quick, and then we will take a look at what you get with the gun. So, as mentioned, 30-inch, 3-inch chambered, steel-proof, multi-choke, comes with a non-adjustable 14 and 7/8 inch stock, and it currently comes in at £8 2 ounces. So, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it does come with the additional Blaser barrel weights, which it has currently got fitted to it. I think these retail around like 280 quid, so you do get those with the gun, as well as those additional extended Teague quarter chokes, which, as you guys saw with the fibre shells, performed absolutely phenomenally. Obviously comes with lovely Blaser case and everything in it as should come as standard. So you have your stock bolt, your 5 chokes, Blaser chokes, with your choke key, and even obviously your little bookwork inside. These retail now new at like 4.8, just under 5 grand. We're going to put this online at 3,299 quid. I will put a link in the description below for you guys to have a look at. So mechanically wise, obviously these perform really, really well. I'm probably a little bit stuck in my ways with this, not liking the Blaser things, because the Blasers of old were not overly reliable, shall we say, and were a bit of a nightmare to work on. I think that's gone now, and I've probably got to get my head out of my backside and realise that, I mean, the quality of the guns is absolutely phenomenal. All the wood to metal fit is fantastic. All the mechanism, everything, it just locks together so lovely. I mean, it, you know, it Rolls-Royce door. It's just, I said it earlier in the video, and I think it's really, really hard to word, or maybe not hard to word, it's probably more difficult to get other people to understand, is I'm old school and I'm a gun nut. And to me, a gun's got to feel really nice in the hands, but it's also got to excite you. It's plain, it's a square action, there's no shape to it. It just, it's a bit lifeless to me. And I suppose that maybe comes from purely the aesthetic side. I mean, again, also, I mentioned it earlier in the video, it's, even though the balance point is perfectly on the joint pin, it just, it almost feels a bit dead. And again, I don't know if that's just coming over from the fact that the gun doesn't really do much for me aesthetically. I mean, it's got a lovely, lovely piece of wood on it, really nice forend, but there's no flair to it. It's just a bit bland, and I do appreciate the fact that these guns are designed to do a task. It is a tool for somebody to go, you know, and destroy clays with all day long, and they do that extremely, extremely well, as I have proved in the video. They're not my cup of tea, and that's absolutely fine, because it's what's not my cup of tea might be your cup of tea, and it doesn't have to work like that. We all have personal opinions, and this is just my view on the gun. I think they are much better than they used to be. They feel absolutely lovely. I mean, the palm swell on that is really nice. It sits perfectly in my hand. It's quite pronounced. I like something with a good palm swell. It's got a nice pistol grip. It's a nice shallow action. it opens and closes beautifully, but it just doesn't do anything for me. I just think they're ugly. And I know that shouldn't take away from the fact that they do perform extremely, extremely well on the clay circuit, and everybody loves them, and there is a huge, huge following behind them. But like I said, they are not my cup of tea. But I cannot dispute with how this gun shot. I mean, it handled like an absolute dream. It's not too heavy at £8.2. With the barrel weights in, it balances awesome. It obviously patterns incredibly well, and even with a fibre cartridge. Like I said, the only issue I had with it, for me, I again prefer a slightly more positive trigger pull, and this just didn't have it for me, and it took me off guard a couple of times. But apart from that, I cannot fault it. So on that note, guys, thank you for watching this week. We'll be back to you next week with another video. I'd like to take the chance to say a huge, huge thank you to all of our subscribers and viewers, as well as all of our sponsors. None of this would be possible without all of your support. Thank you.